Fnatic's team comp more.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of fell apart.
What did you want? If it wasn't the Braum, what did you want? You wanted engage?
I wanted more engage because at the same time, what is the Braum really going to bring you here? Because the 10-10 reset. Oh, and he hooks in right on the
backing up. That's the flash going out as well as the barrier. Loopy backing away. One more auto. Doesn't quite get it. Upset flashes for the commit, but doesn't have the damage.
This is going to just kind of blunder this whole opportunity because even now, well, I guess they can start the slow push right now, but I feel like that was a great opening for Fnatic to rest control of this bot lane and start this dragon. But Razork
going forward, knowing the flashes are gone, exhaust used, reset coming out from the clone. Loopy hooking right in, was hoping maybe to find a wall instead. A quick path to the grave as he goes down. First blood for Razork.
And as I feel like the grabs are the more important one because what tends to happen is that SK right now, when I think about it, at any moment they find this sort of prio on the bot lane or prio on the top lane. Slow cooldown, you get the prio. Now as Orianna, you can keep this prio forever, walking in and finding engage using the prio. And now Loopy is forced to move here to relieve the prio, the pressure here that Razork is exerting over.
Schemes does get the camp, already used the eggs to solve. Razork cloning out over the wall. Flash forward from Loopy. Razork, quick leap to the minion, definitely not getting what they want, but now Mickey's waiting behind them. Oh no, Loopy. Caught out once again. No way out of that one. They're going to donate the kill to Upset.
Oh, of course, it's always Upset. Oriented spell or like ultimate. This is actually shaping up to be fine for SK, but engaging
level
too quickly.
11 for Poby. Razork now spinning in. Abadagi looking to find the flank. His Schemes has already been exhausted. Upset still off on the side, even if he doesn't have the ultimate, could do some decent damage. Scheme locked up. They don't really have the follow through. Aegis Assault now used. Upset just sprinting forward, and down he goes. Another kill to the side of Fnatic. SK. It seemed like a decent start when they got the ulti, but Abadage's flank is very quickly turning against him. Mickey there to keep the CC. Upset fully stacked on the lethal tempo. A heal from Loopy. Elastis, whatever. And in the top lane, it's a solo bolo. Oscarinen is done as he gets taken out by Dundon.
Well, they really needed something well to happen for SK because, man, that engage was just a little bit too early. You could see that they thought that all of a sudden we got the mid prio. Everything's going to be okay, but at the same time, they didn't account for the fact that bot. Yeah, well.
Now they're TPing away. SK trying to get the cross-map play here. Dundon going all in. Oscarina needs to get the hell out. There's Abadage waiting for him. Hand delivered. Mickey can block one side. They decide not to push for another kill here. I think afraid to lose too much on the top side with the Herald, but they want to go for a bit more. Top lane tier 1 should fall. Mickey getting lower. Has the flash, but shouldn't be any way to outplay this one.
Yeah, he's realistically a goner here.
Mounted up.
Yes.
Does he find a way out? Flash over the root. I mean, he's buying time. He's getting their attention away from the tower. Mickey does go down in the end, but Fnatic are going to get 2 towers and a Herald.
Honestly.
And in the end, it wasn't free. They got 2 quick kills. Bot lane tower still standing. Oscarina once again going toe-to-toe with Dundon here on the top side, but it's not going to be a 1v1 as Schemes is on the way. He's running out as fast as he can, ulting to try and clear the wave, knowing he's going down, and SK clearly have a plan of attack, and it's all eyes on Oscar. Well, this time around, Oscar more content to do nothing. Just uses the ult, backs away, recognizes that the team is on the Drake, and he doesn't really need to do anything else.
I feel like this is a missed opportunity for a sort of cross map because the worst thing you can do as SK is just walk up to this Drake and be like, yo, when you're going to start this attack and all you need to do is just zone the chokes. And now Mickey's in a position where he's going to block everything. Orianna Ball can go into that rush. And for me, this is just a dead objective already for Fnatic. SK is just so late.
Mickey ready to body block 4K. It is getting lower. Kadui off to the side. Dundon potentially ready to go in, but the objective already gone. Otacon going to Fnatic. Another huge swing in their favor. Abadage pulled out. Schemes coming in the back, but Abadage is already dead. It's an absolute catastrophe. Oscarinen overheated for now, but he's about to drop the equalizer right on cue. Follow-up coming in, multi-man ulti, and that's the wombo we were looking for. Braum not the engaged support we expected, but apparently the one that Fnatic needed. Exhaust on Upset, but he's already started doing damage, and it's Dundon in the middle of the team, but he's not doing anything.
And everything is just falling apart right there because Dundon is TPing so late, and at the same time you can see the desperation on SK. They're really trying to find engage, but when you don't have this sort of engage, but Fnatic, that's also what they're banking on. You know, getting leads. When I said that they're looking to handshake their team, you're getting leads and you're putting the Braum in front. How are you going to walk past them? 1 or 2k gold lead at 10 minutes was enough to just make this snowball happen.
Yeah. And to miss your point though, Poby did throw out a random shockwave. Did not connect.
Just
continuing to walk up, but they're so far ahead, it just doesn't seem like there's anything to be done. Dundon cannot get in the fight. The equalizer goes down. Kadui able to ult out to safety, but they don't even need Baron.
Yeah.
They're just too far ahead. That's 3 dead. Kobe going in. Flash forward for Mickey. Doesn't quite get the angle. Another double kill to come through. This is a slaughter.
Abedage was just TPing there for a fight super late, and now if they just tank this minion wave, it's game over. Abedage got the next wave, but honestly, this just looks like a 23-minute win for Fnatic. There's no way Rise can just clear this wave, and honestly, a little bit disjointed from SK, but it's been a tale of desperation for the last 5 minutes when it comes to the objectives. Well, Razor.
Bit of desperation. Razor gives them 1 kill back. Realm Morph into upset. And
hey,
the Rumble.
That looked cool, you know?
All right, that was a rough one. I think it's safe to say Fnatic confident in control. Oscar did get picked a few times, but not enough to put SK in a comfortable position. The plays they tried to force did not work out, and ultimately, there's not really a lot left to say. Let's get ready for our second game, see if SK can bounce back.
Head of Fnatic, you don't really have engage. You're going again for this sort of team comp where you need to get ahead in early. You need to get to these objectives first to lay out the saplings, lay out the Jace. They're the ones winning.
Good position to be in. Razor trying to shake things up. Will return to top side. Then starts to go all in here on the level 6. Q3 ready to go, trying to find Oscar. Backstep, but sees Razork is on the way forward. Gets the Q in. Razork dashing in. Q3 there. Oscar in a good sidestep to keep running. Deal damage from Dun, but doesn't have to reset on the W. First blood coming through as I trip over my words. Oscar won't. Well, Dun does survive that play where he got aggressive. He's losing another play, only further extending the gold lead. Flickback does hit Mickey. Knock up there as well. Good damage, but he has the ulti, and there's just not really any follow-up. Unraveled. Guarded volley is good. Poby, nice step forward there to body block.
Literally a repeat of game 1 where there was a big fight around this area.
This time it seems like they found Razork. Skeen's now following up. Razork forced to flash out. Mickey waiting off the side. So SK should have control, but the downside is...
to pinch.
Fnatic now coming in. Poby ready to follow up with an ulti. Immediately going to lock up Abedage, not allowing him to ult out to safety. They try to get a bit more space, but their mid laner's already gone. Oscar on the way first. Dun on the top side still. Hasn't popped the teleport. Not going to come down. 2 quick kills for Fnatic.
When the game is going bad, you need to kind of, make a comment, reset, go into the next play, because that's the only thing you can do. We saw it yesterday when they were laughing. It worked.
It did work. And now they're going to try to find Razork again, rinsing and repeating. Oh. Mickey said not today with the Bard ult. Is he going to be able to find the stun? Razork now going out, using Abedage as a highway to escape. Oh God, it's a catastrophe! Somebody kill that tree! It's not going to happen.
They're all getting out, honestly. I feel like they got away with murder. Oh,
Skeeves back in. Oscar doesn't have any mana. Knockup coming in for Loopy. Dun immediately falls. W forward. Ulti onto Oscar. SK are determined, but he missed the initial cooldown. It's still going to work. Poby off on the sideline trying to push for a bit more. Abedage on the way out. So a lot committed.
They should hold this forever because now they just need to drag this wave, push it in. But they're actually going to give up this play because they're just losing so much to the cross map. Yoni's getting tier 1 bot and Maokai is already from this fight. Razor just went to enemy bot side and started farming their camps again.
Now they're going to go in. They caught upset. Extra damage going in. Coling, this should just be a quick double. Mickey going to try to find his way out. Well played by Loopy and Kadui to punish. A bit too much confidence there from the Fnatic.
They force the TP and they do feel like they need to fight it, but it's so hard with all the
Oh, ulti from Loopy. Immediately going to Mikhails himself to try and get in the backline. Kadui's ulti really not connecting on anyone. Oscar now locked in the 1v1 with Dun. Razork flashing on safety. Poby goes into the entire team, but doesn't do a lot of damage. Now it's Kadui flashing in, sidestepping, looking to take down Oscar. Ulti from Mickey doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, and Dun looking to take over. Poby Q3 over the wall, and ultimately...
Yeah, that went all over the place because I felt like it would have been a lot harder for Escape, but limit from upset because he's dragging 2 people here while the rest of Fnatic is just doing the dragon. TP's coming in again.
Poke from Abedage.
They might just reset this and give it and just take tier 1 top, honestly.
DP down from Dun, but yeah, you mentioned it. Poby already that pressure point. SK trying to force with a man advantage.
It does feel hard to fight this, to be honest. When Kasante's here and he's in front.
3 from Dun connects. Kadui walking up, Coling there too, and that's a big shutdown. Again, the plan was to just watch, but they get the Drake and now a kill to follow.
You know who needed that air horn? Is winning in isolation against
What if
Jace.
Instead of matching it and slowing it down, you just went all in on trying to take it yourself? TP top.
It is good because Jace just got chunked earlier. So now if they manage to do this and finish it earlier before Jace gets his base, which he does.
Getting lower, Loopy off the side, but they spotted the Rakan on the side. He tries to self Mikhails, and he'll now sprint out to safety using his ultimate. The wall has come into the midst of the fight, but it's zoned. Kadui out! 5K getting lower. The 3 of them locked up perfectly. Kobe ready for a montage. Goes in, finds 2, immediate follow-up. It's a complete disaster! It's the worst possible outcome. Abedage running. Oh, God, avert your eyes.
It's a disaster for SK. Loopy, I don't really know why he's looking for the flank over there because the fight is just so away from him. He will have to drop this tier 1 boss, but at the same time, this should be for Nasher to force a fight because this is such a strong call because when you're ahead in items and you don't want to give enemy time to buy those items, just force a fight because if they take it, they will lose.
Yeah.
Just a
now, Baron instantly picked up. Mickey is here to potentially ult the tower if they want to protect mid. They can just concede it. But Upset's there to cover.
Great play them around the map to play for this tier 2. I do feel like the mid lane is a bit open. Fnatic could be looking to pressure because right now this is probably the best fight that SK can get.
Loopy, nice initial knockup. Fall is there. Skeen standing tall. Dewey.
Up on the side.
A bit, but that's the route. That's the re-engage. Ulti coming through from Poby. Not going to find anybody. Locked up, pulled away, and knocked down. Fnatic's still going to be able to grab the tier 2, but
probably tier 3 as well.
Back.
Well, this is the best fight SK could be looking because they were just dropping this mid wave and looking to do this sort of dead brush strat against Fnatic. And it was the best you could do. And even if this one doesn't work, then yeah, that's just sad.
Yeah, I mean, they're fishing. This is the most you can hope for when you're at this kind of deficit, although Dewey continues to step up with confidence. Nice McHale's from Loopy in the previous fight, but unfortunately the culling angle just wasn't quite right to finish the kill.
We saw team comps in competitive so often where you have like, you know, an Ornn, a Nautilus. It's just so much easier in open area where you have everything warded to just gobble up as much space as possible. And this, holding this choke from Mickey and Oscar, this is what I want to see more because it's so hard for SK to walk through here.
Or they could potentially flip it. They've now used the ulti from Razor. It's a wall going in. Baron is dead. They've managed to catch the bot lane. Mickey is going to try and fish for some call, but he doesn't quite have the Q angle. Baron down for Fnatic. SK now running.
And such good usage of tools from Fnatic. Well, now they can find engage because
then they're getting chased. W3 on the Pathmaker will just go down, buys a bit of space for his team. Upset.
And that's the thing, you just need to threaten that you're going to fight them when they walk in. Because realistically, SK the whole time they're thinking themselves, what are they going to like the fakest of good news?
Yeah, I mean, you know, people get a last meal before their death, right? Like, this is the last meal for SK, really.
An inhibitor.
Yeah, I mean, you need time to eat the meal, man. I don't know what you want from me. It's been a rough day for SK. Some good ideas in terms of composition, but the team play, the execution has not been there. And even if Fnatic have found some hiccups of their own, they've been able to outplay, outperform. Instantly, Skeens finds himself to lead it. Abadage lockdown. Q to follow up probably will do a good bit of work. Razork finding it as well. Knockback is there. Poby in the midst of the entire team. Exhaust means he won't be able to finish the kill. Dun-dun now. McHale's down. And Fnatic a slow but inevitable victory march down the bottom side of the map as another 2 kills will go in their favor. Clean, quick, almost effortless. 2-0 for Fnatic.
Honestly, it felt like a slow game, but at the same time, same in game 1. In game 2 as well, all of a sudden it just blows open and they just have control. It's what we want to see from Fnatic, right? Because even in the previous splits, our criticism was that they were not really controlling the games enough.
Yeah.
And for me, this was great. I didn't really have so much stonks on this draft, for example, but at the same time they executed it so well. I felt like they weren't really overreaching at any point. They had a lot of patience, but at the same time, we need to see more from them because this was regular season.
I think you've got tools from Vitality to play at range, and it is going to be more on Giant X to try and find engages, but they have a plethora of tools to make that happen. So I definitely feel like it's going to be a case of finding success ring to make sure that he's able to pick it up and try and hit 6 as soon as possible. Because you can see he is quite substantially far behind Nako.
Well, you're still going to get the might spawn. You're not getting the feet to add towards the lift. There's Shayak. Oh, he tries a satchel charge. Has to flash, puts the minefield down, but Fletchy turns it into a bait. One more auto! It's not going to count. Jackie's gets first blood, and Fletchy picks up the pieces.
Good attempt by Jack.
The satchel charge was used as Jackie's came in and swept through with a swoop and boop, as you call it. Double TP, but Isma's here first. Onto Triac again. Permfrost going to connect Triac. Oh, disrespect part 2. And Jackie's with 2 kills on, and Azir is cheering. Going down, Jackie's is contributing enough where this Dragon's going to be done before Lintus gets in. Level 8, the Maokai now spotting it out, but Smite's going to come in. Isma's going to take it. In fact, he doesn't even smite it. He just autos it down right in the face of Treebeard to the right, and double Dragon for Giant X. Earl again, very much locked in.
Yeah, the mid gap too much on the push, and also then Karzi losing a ton of health, but Fleshy wants to go forward here.
Good Shattering Strike though. Karzi at half HP. This is a Nature's Grasp, but will it do anything? Culling in the way. Noah stands his ground. It's a good Glacial Fissure. John's ulti was weird and he died. On top of that as well, Noah no matter to contribute anything more, and Vitality rather adamant in staying in place. Now we get a picture-in-picture. Bot laners, or top laners, I should say, are trading over as Jun goes for an engage. There's that TP in the tri-brush, and there's no response. So with a shuffle out, Fleshy is just dead. It's about who gets the kill at this point. Even Noah's part of it. But another one over to Jackie's 3 for the Azir. And Vitality again. Nako's going to get something back though. 3 minions in the way, but not enough auto damage as he might have to end up proxying this way. But look at where Chayak is. Satchel charge. Now the turret's gone. Lot isolated. Ulti's back in as Nako. What? That interaction. There's 3 versus 1 though, so Lot should still be dying as Nako eventually has to walk back in.
Who ends up winning, an unstoppable force or an unstoppable force? Instead, the unstoppable force wins. As Kazanta ends up sending himself over the wall. That got dicey, but this is even more dicey.
Again, Jackie's just keeps finding the shoves in. Fleshy's caught out. His debut has been rough on this from the last 2 plays in isolation. There's Vitality, they're going to do what they can do best with 2 grubs. Get yet another turret, but for Giant X with the kill, that goal's going to be back to maybe even more summers. Kazi's left to isolate and hold down mid by himself. Yeah,
mid tower going to fall, and they should be able to get so Vitality getting corralled a little bit here.
But they need to land some poke themselves. It's Chayak versus this Corki and Azir as Kazi walks into Isma. It's a free engage. Finding a road has never been so easy for Jackie's. Eventually has to flash, but he's ready to re-engage himself. Nako, the tank, discoordinated with the rest of his team as the poke continues to land from Noah. And Vitality, that's not even a team fight. That's just different places at different times.
I mean, good positioning from Giant X. They came in at multiple different angles, making it difficult for Vitality to really set up a choke point or one area where they could focus all of that AoE.
Chayak does not have his second item here. And for this Ziggs, needs to work towards that Rabadon, that 3rd item. You know, before this poke starts becoming exceptional. Tanks are already tanking up. That's Isma there, who can stand here, free of charge, with Jun by the side with the crunch down. The explosive bomb not even needed. Can't get anything back. It's Noah, who has bigger bangs for his butt.
That vision as much as they did, because Nako was free pushing on that bottom side, end up getting the tier 2 there, and it's gone. But now they want to try and contest for Attica.
But meanwhile, Jackie sent out the Emperor's Divide. Kazi caught again, but the slide makes it a nice glide. There's another one. Jackie's has just opened up with no AD carry left for Vitality. This fight becomes harder. Fletchy's teleported in, but Vitality are working their way towards their doom. The ulti out from Nako's nice, but they still can't kill Isma. As Jackie works away from the side, his auto attacks, his lethal tempo with 2 items. This Azir is already monstrous. This Chayak, his value just ain't there. Lot takes a little bit of poke. The Mega Inferno Bomb. You want more, even with the satchel charge. Vitality can't find a kill. It's only Isma who eventually goes down. They stop the Atakan. But the wall's down. Fleshy doesn't have the Unbreakable for a little bit, and there's a big one in the hole. Trying to poke out is Noah. The big one does miss, so Vitality again trying to play with time here. But I don't think time's on their side because Dragon's still being started. This is the soul. Lot's also got an angle. Culling comes out, but John finds a 4-man with a public execution in the mix. And Lot is trying to get what he can before he dies. Auto out, but he survives, flashing over the wall. Vitality 4 blinking health bars. And yes, Giant X the same. But they've got Isma. They've got enough health to start up Dragon again.
They have no TPs to come back, so they have to try and force it now. They're trying to get into the pit.
And the big one hit Nako with the flash. It's nice and gets rid of the Emperor's Divide. He survived. Clutch play as Jun trades it off, but now Lot at full HP runs into 3. He's stunned up. The help of Brom looks nice. Vitality on the edge playing well, but still Noah survives. And remember, Soul went down as close as Vitality gets. It just doesn't seem to be enough.
Vitality forces the rest of Vitality away.
I was just watching Jun in that fight as we come back to live and Chayak is caught out again. Isma's just everywhere. This must be so frustrating as Isma's going to take the kill. It was almost a solo kill. But Isma, again, will still put 3 item Azir. You know that it's easy to chain this right into a Baron. Not much damage taken because Isma's tanking up Atakan, so that'll fall. Giant X now getting frisky in the top side of the jungle. See what else they can find. Jun with the engage. It's great. Again, the Magnet Storm holding Vitality in place, but no follow-up damage from Vitality. Flesh is trying to disengage. The Glacial Fisher down. Bramble Smash as well. Lot just rolls in and helps get the kill over to Jackie's. Giant X 5 strong yet again, and Kazi is once again low.
A Baron is now up and available. It seems to be a constant play from Giant X. Get the pick, go for the objective, and Vitality have to keep running though.
Gonna look for Nucko, the target in the way. Teleport right into the middle of the wave. Isma cutting off the escape path. Nucko is getting shredded as well. Noah sends out the Gatling gun, and that is it. Onto Linces, a new target, a fresh kill. Giant X now playing with their food. 5k up in the lead, and Baron is next to fall.
It's so the equation. Blood is coming in with the public execution and threatening the backline consistently, opening up this giant divide between the front and backline of Vitality. And now Fleshy, you've got Smite, but I don't think you have a hope in hell of getting into this one.
It's been a rough
Giant X is just going to be too much to handle.
It all comes off the back of Isma in this game. The pressure on mid has been fantastic, but that 1-for-1 earlier on, Jackie's getting the kill. It's snowballed effect from there. As you can see now, there's Rod of Ages at least. Excuse me, needlessly large Rod rather. Not important to talk about because Nucko is just getting bullied by said mid laner as Noah steps up into 5. And look at them. Vitality are playing spectator League of Legends because even the Corky can just run in and say hello.
Yeah, it's so over. It's just so done. But like, this is so
Don't start saying
it's
that.
Day 3, Andy.
It's day 3. And against KC, they put up a showing. People were excited for Giant X, but not in the way they're excited for KT because Giant X can finish the game. Lot ultis into Triac, and you can see again the damage is a problem. Lot's taking a while to die. Gets the Drake out step, and Jackies sends them all to hell. Giant X, the road is paved for them, and while Nucko has had the best performance he could possibly have, Giant X have been a nuisance in the way, and this time around the early game will translate to the means of an end. Vitality didn't get to play League of Legends. It was Giant X stomping them into the ground for game 1.
That was an impressive performance from Giant X. That, like, if I'm a Group A, I'm sweating. Like,
True.
This is, and even for the rest of it, this looks sick.
Man, I want to see what Vitality come up with for game 2, though. Let's see if Giant X are on the road or if Vitality have something to say. We'll be right back. Long range engage. Jhin, Bard, Ornn. Like, there are abilities here. As the Sivir does get locked in, that can kind of get to you before you get to them. A lot of us agree that this champion is like one of the well-built. It's like Jhin. I think Jin's a really well-built champion, you know? Well-rounded strengths and weaknesses. This Flesh is going to take a magical journey out. We pause and hold, and I think that discussion goes wait, because Dragon has just been pinched. Giant X are walking in. A smite at 600 is all it takes, and goes down to 17, but regardless, secured by Giant X. Rod of Ages at some point, which I always hated. You know, T has always kind of been there. Is TP going to be burnt? Let's find out. Killer's out. Fleshy just used his TP. Magical Journey, but it's going to be followed. Now, he's out for now, but the question is, will he stay out? There's a Cyclone there. And Fleshy, I don't know, that debut right now ain't looking too hot. Instead, Lince is skirting around Fog of War. Jackie's into brush timing. Oh, he's ready to phase check the timing. It's not great. It's not great at all. He'll be subjugated and killed. Shayak picks up the kill, and nicely done from Lince.
Push there, Yuntal's completed.
Ooh.
You should be able to take these fights, but Karzi's abandoned mid lane. He wants to try and take this.
Jackies does not have a first item, so ambitious from Giant X. There's a Cyclone from Isma. Karzi's one called out. He flashes over. Noah with the Boomerang Blade almost completes the kill, but Karzi gets healed up. Good redemption. Tempted Fate flashed away from Call the Forge God. Another follow-up. Shockwave interrupts, and there's no train on the return home. Jun now running for his life, but he gets out with a battle. He runs out, and the question is if he has time to reset, as Nucko's gone deep. Mega Blast Cone, Lot overshoots it, but that's just fine. A Searing Charge probably needed up against the wall of Bellows Breath as well, but down goes the Equalizer. Deadly Flourish dodged away from Giant X in his river. Still hovering around because Jun's on the way in. Look as well. Noah with almost his ulti up and available. Wants to join in. Linces takes a big hit, but the Searing Charge is great. Nucko on his dying breath flashes away. In the end, the slowdown for the Cosmic Binding.
And it's more kind of tools gone from Vitality side with Nucko losing that summoner.
But Dagger is kind of just edging out towards this next fight, isn't it? Magical Journey again, Tempered Fate on the turret. Jackie's alone, isolated with a Chaos Storm down. Nicely done. He is redeemed for the earlier play.
Yeah, Fleshy starting to make moves now on the map. Catching that binding was crucial there to success, but
TP
can they escape?
One gets out, one does not. It's Chayak. After Fleshy just had to back double Cyclone, and Lot's here. Not even to save the day, just to take the kill. It's one for him, right where they need it. Giant on an 80 carry, Trinity Force on Wukong and Liandry's. still sitting there with a Vedius Codex. GX have a bit of power, but Noah caught out. Shield already popped down. Redemption not helping out, rather. As Vitality's on the hunt, popped. Okay, they want to go in, and Jun's going to flash for it as well with the quickness equalize down. It's a nice equalizer at that. But Call the Forge God, that bounce back huge. Jackie saves the play. It's a good shockwave as he runs away from the Tempered Fate, but now he's got nowhere to go. Flashes again defensively, but the pillar up in the air. He's sprinting it to get out. He wants to trade at the very least. Flexi though won't give it to him with the command attack. He survives. Dragon now in Vitality's eyes.
Get back out. And Nako with the 3-man Ornn ultimate set up beautifully.
And he's doing it again. Giant X are coming in to see if they can peekaboo their head in, but they won't. A searing charge catches Isma. Jun by the tip of his tail as well. There's the Cyclone, but Nako's still ready to fight. Again, Lince's looking to the right side of the fight, takes down Jun, and Isma's Cyclone helps him escape, but now Lince's has control. As he did earlier, I think he has redeemed himself. It does feel like that long-range engage. He, alongside Nako, is how Vitality find a pick with the pillar as well. There's one of them, there's the other. Call the Forge God lands. Tempered Fate zones out, but puts no one back into the Cyclone. Maybe too far, maybe too deep, maybe too long. Lintus is going to drop, and meanwhile, look, Shaq's like, I'm coming in now, but it's way too late. Giant X on the fray of the fight. The equalizer down. Magical Journey saves the play. Jackie's on the chase, though. All he needs is a shockwave. Dissonance out. Chai zoned into the blue pit. He's already burned his flash, so he's dead man walking. Giant X with 5, and they outplay the overstep from VIT.
And that Ornn ultimate, and it's going to be Atakan for Giant X.
Atakan down, and with the fight one, a bit of excess gold on that top lane as well. Bloodletter's curse now picked up, and a fight brewing around Dragon. Third for GX it would be, and lead to the Chemdex ult. Shockwave comes in, Linces gets caught out, and Jungler at half HP. Equalizer as well on the road out, and Jun finding a road in. Tempered Fate holds up 5, but Isma gets rid of Vitality in the meantime. The Chaos Storm once again not getting a reset as Fletchy goes one way, Vitality go another. Nako flushes for his life, but I think that's 4 for 2 with the Bellows Breath and the crispy toast that he's being turned into. Giant X reap the rewards.
Giant X decimate Vitality in the engagement. Even with Fleshy getting so many members locked up, it was only posed for the photo.
He has been the utility king here to follow up on how Isma's engaged to set them up. Baron is up, and the reason Vitality want to get nearby is because their vision is only left to that one ward.
Nako.
But ignore wards because Nako again, there's just no MR enough to hold himself. Shacky's tear through him now too.
Baron, as 3 members of Giant X still contest here.
Linces wants to fight. Kazi has the range, but while Baron's going to drop down, Giant X can also then just pivot for the fight. Because look, Chi-X down bot, he wants turret. They need objective bounty, and granted that, I think Vitality needs a lot of gold so that this Victor can move to his third item and try and actually win a 5v5. He hasn't had the most impactful series. Game 1 on the Lucian, couldn't play game 2. And being able to get the setup for range, but maybe a pick now could be good. Onto Lot, equalizes down so no one gets nearby, but how long will it take to kill him? Magical Journey, 4th shot, he flashes over, he's alive. Taken by Jun to bring some magic of his own into Kazi. Again, how hard it is to play as the Tempered Fate flashed away from an Isma. Gets on top of Kazi. Not playing League of Legends today, that's a big tick. Vitality must be hating GX here because this is just looking in the impossible basket once again.
Yeah, the TP back here from Lot, they want to end it here. Linces falls, towers are falling, and it looks like Vitality will go with them.
Vitality have got 3 left, and Chayak is going to try and clear this wave, but against Baron it seems so hard. Jun's going to TP in, and 5 members of Giant X are going to assault Vitality's base. 29 minutes and a bit in game 1, 28 and a bit in game 2. Giant X, we weren't kidding. Their week 1 has been impressive, and they are showing us that they're more than just Scrim Gods.
Scrims have made it to the main stage. Giant X look terrified. This is such a fun team to watch. They're aggressive, they are taking fights, they are outplaying you, they are great on the map. It's impeccable.
It is, and Vitality don't want to just hit them. I mean, this game was close. This game was very close for a long time. And there were some good plays, like I feel like Fleshy.